And we back. Many of y'all know that I've been doing a lot of trying to create the perfect NBA player. Just the other day, we tried to do a video where somebody scored 100,000 points in their NBA career. And that turned out pretty cool. So anytime I'm in a place where I can create a whole new player, I'm down for it. So the other day, I was browsing through Reddit r/NBA and I saw this post. Who are two mediocre/decent players that you could combine to be an all-star or an MVP? He suggests Gary Trent Jr. and Chris Dunn because Chris Dunn's defense with Gary Trent's offense sounds like a pretty good guard. So I thought about that for a long time and I was like, who can I combine to create an all-star caliber player? So y'all know we had to switch it to 2K. So I went by 2K standards. If your player is an 80 or below, he qualifies for this challenge. If you thinking of somebody that's an 81 overall, I'm sorry, you can't use them. So I legit spent a few days trying to think of players that I want to see combined to create a good combination. So I did. I created 5 of my own, and then I did 2 random, put them in a draft class, and we're gonna see if we can combine 2 random mediocre/decent NBA players to create the next all-star or MVP. I want y'all to use that comment section too, because this is like a thought experiment that I'm really curious to what the other NBA fans out there could put together. So leave it in the comment section and leave a like on the video. We're on the road to 1 million subscribers. As I am recording this video, we are at 990,000 subscribers. Since we're 10,000 away from hitting one of the biggest milestones on YouTube. So leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Now let me show you who we created after I show you the method. So basically what I did was take 2 NBA players, write down all of their stats, all of their tendencies, all of their badges, and created a player. So yes, I've been sitting here for 6 hours getting prepared for this video, but it's gonna be worth it, I promise you. So I went down with every player's statistics and I highlighted which player had the better at that statistic. For example, these first 2 players that we combined, one of them draw foul is almost at a 90, while the other one is at a 40. Well, of course we're gonna take the almost 90, and we continue to do that over and over and over until I decided that we had 2 players that complement each other greatly. But I also didn't want to cheat out too much. I know if we're combining 2 NBA players, I'm taking the best of one, but if I combine Boban Marjanovic and Chris Dunn, I don't want to just put together a 7'3" guard, so I kind of did averages of heights and weights and positions, so keep that in mind. So let's go down with our first NBA player, whose name is Chris Mcconnell. Now you can probably put this together in your mind. We got TJ McConnell as the guard, and we have Chris Boucher. Yes, I said it. Chris Boucher as the big. Now, if we're taking a look at the statistics, I think these 2 players fit perfectly. TJ McConnell has the advantage, of course, at pass IQ, pass accuracy, so we have a guy out there that can get his teammates involved, but we also have the shooting of Chris Boucher. We have the hands, the rebounding, the blocking ability of Chris Boucher, while also having all of the great defensive statistics of TJ McConnell. The other day, NBA Central said that TJ McConnell was 4th in Defensive Player of the Year rating right now. Yeah, so he's got the perimeter defense, and then he's got all of the other statistics from Chris Boucher. Also, don't worry about how they look because I didn't spend any time on that. That seems like just a waste. You know what I'm saying? So this is Chris McConnell. And well, he's in this year's draft class, and this is the guy that I created, and he is the projected 1st overall pick. When it came to badges, basically what we did is I wrote down all the badges and I put them at the lowest tier of bronze. And in this video, we're gonna go through the first couple years of their career. So his bronze putback boss that he got from Chris Boucher, and then his bronze unpluckable relay passer, bullet passer that he got from TJ McConnell has the ability to go up and up throughout the course of his career. So that is the first player that we created. The second player we named Joe Smart. Joe Harris and Marcus Smart. What is the biggest hole in Marcus Smart's game? Probably his consistency shooting, even though he's alright. What is the biggest hole in Joe Harris's game? His defense, his playmaking. So I think we put together a really, really good wing. Now look at this. We have a 94 3-point shot and also a 94 lateral quickness. We talk about 3 and D. Joe Smart might be the best ever. Again, don't mind what they look like. Introducing Joe Smart. Y'all know what he's good at. Pretty much everything. Yeah. I mean, he's not gonna get rebounds and stuff like that. And his playmaking is above average because we got Marcus Smart's playmaking. So I think that when it comes to, I don't know why he's rocking this big old ugly number and why his shoulders are so big. It don't really matter when it comes to simulation. When it comes to just overall longevity in the NBA, Joe Smart might be the guy. I mean, you take a look at his badges: antifreeze, blinders, catch and shoot, hot spot, hot shot. Oh my God, rhythm shooting, set shooter, clutch shooter, sniper. Why does Joe Harris not have dead eye? That was the biggest question mark of creating Joe Smart. And then we also go over to the defensive badges. We have pickpocket, we have pick dodger, clamps, defensive leader, and so on and so forth. All of that for Marcus Smart, of course. Now, the next one is definitely the weirdest one and probably going to be the least valuable of the group. But I thought it was an interesting combination. So I'm introducing you to Dwight Ball. Lonzo, the biggest hole in Lonzo's game and 2K rating is his offensive consistency, where he can put up some good stats, but at the end of the day, none of it is consistent. So what I did is I tried to find somebody with a lower than 80 overall and get that has the highest offensive consistency rating in the game, and that's Dwight Powell, whose offensive consistency is a 95. Oh, okay, we'll take that. So we have Lonzo Ball shooting, his playmaking, his perimeter defense, but also have some big man statistics and rebounding and stuff like that. The Dwight Powell thing is weird, man, because again, his overall rating is like a 75 in the game, but his offensive consistency is ridiculous. So I'm expecting this Lonzo Ball brother to be shooting like 45% from three potentially. See, I said Dwight Ball and y'all was thinking Dwight Howard. I already know how you thinking, man. But if you go through attributes wise, I don't know why everybody has these big old numbers, by the way. Just look at the Ball brother right here. If you go through attribute-wise, Alonzo's attributes are actually really solid. 83-3, great passing ability, of course. But the thing that he was missing out more than anything is offense consistency, and now he has it at a 95. His defensive consistency's up, his pass perception. All of these things will be interesting to see what type of player he turns into. Now, I did a combination of a guard and a big, another guard and a big, and then two wing players. So I wanted to do like two big / power forward / center. So introducing you to PJ Williams. We added PJ Washington and Time Lord Robert Williams to create a player that I think is going to be really solid in the NBA, because he's got like the finishing ability of PJ Washington, the three-point shooting ability of PJ Washington, but the blocking and the defensive rating of Robert Williams. I think this guy's going to be nice. Don't mind what he looks like. But again, I think this guy has longevity in the NBA as well, because if we take a look at his three-point rating, we're talking about a guy with an 82-3 that can also block shots with the best of them. Like, literally one of the highest block ratings in the entire game. Now, I told you that two of the players that were created for this draft class are random. So what I did, like I said, it took me like 6 hours to do this, so I appreciate it. Like, I took every player that had an 80 overall, between 75 overall and 80 overall, put them on the wheel, spinned it twice, and we combined those two players. So the first random player name is Frank Green, and it is Frank Kaminsky and Draymond Green added together. And I thought that's kind of interesting. Draymond Green can't shoot anymore. Other than the 3 threes he hit against the Bulls last week, he can't shoot anymore. Frank Kaminsky, one of the best shooting bigs in the league. And then we also get Draymond Green's defense for Frank Kaminsky's shooting. I thought it was going to be an interesting pairing. So here's Frank Green. And yeah, like I said, he can shoot a little bit. The only problem is, and this is when I created this player, I ran into a problem. And the last player that I will show you is another experiment within experiment within an experiment. Like, I'm just having a lot of fun here. But Frank Green has a nice wingspan. I put everybody at potential 90 and intangible 75, so they're on like this even playing field kind of, to see who can develop. But you can see he has like defensive rating of Draymond Green, while also being able to contribute on the offensive side of the ball when it comes to shooting. But he also has Draymond Green's passing and stuff. So this, like, a lot of these players are gonna have a long, successful NBA career. So the second random player that was created by your wheel name is Dante Wiggins. We have two wing players, Dante DiVincenzo and Andrew Wiggins, getting added together. I mean, I just spun it twice and got these two players, so let me introduce you to them. Dante Wiggins could be interesting because if you didn't know, Andrew Wiggins has a ton of badges in this game. So this guy, Dante Wiggins, is coming in. He's going to be able to poster people. He's going to be able to hit shots. His defense is not bad because we got like a little bit of Dante DiVincenzo in there. So like this, again, longevity in the NBA, the Wiggins brother is going to be nice. Now we get on to the last player. And I mentioned a couple players ago that I ran into a problem, and let me show you that. So when I was creating Frank Kaminsky / Draymond Green, what I noticed is that Frank Kaminsky only has 3 badges. And I was like, that's just not enough. Draymond Green was heavy carrying when it came to the badges. So what I did for the last player is combine 2 players that are under 80 overall that have a ton of badges. And the player that we created name is Lou Anunoby. Yeah, Lou Williams has like 30 badges in this game, and then OG Anunoby has like 25. So, I mean, a lot of it will be overlay, but this player here, just by the badges, is ridiculous. Lou Anunoby is here. Like I said, let's go straight to the badge thing. So he's got Fearless Finisher, Acrobat, Teardropper, Heat Seeker, Pro Touch, Slithery Finisher, Catch and Shoot, Difficult Shot. It goes on and on. He's got a ton of badges. So I'm curious to see how much the badges really matter in 2K. So like I said, it is an experiment within an experiment within an experiment. And that is the 7-player roster or draft class that we put together by combining average / mediocre players. Like I mentioned earlier, this took me a very long time to create, so I would appreciate it if you left a like on it. It would help the channel out a lot, again, as we continue to try to get to 1 million subscribers. I already simulated this first season, and I'm gonna go straight to the lottery. And I didn't look at the mock drafts or anything. Like, we're going into the draft completely blind. San Antonio, Detroit, Indiana. I'm guessing all 7 players will get drafted right after each other, but it's just a matter of who gets drafted first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. Here we go. Go straight to the NBA draft. Was it the Spurs that had first? I kind of wasn't paying attention. The San Antonio Spurs is on the clock, and they select Chris Mcconnell. Woo! There we go. The first player selected. As you can see, he is an 86 overall by combining Chris Boucher and TJ McConnell together. That is insane. All these players are 19 years old, by the way. I didn't even know. He went to Kentucky at the... the ceiling is Robert Covington. All-star. So... all right. Knows how to distribute the ball to his teammates regularly. Has good anticipation when trying to force turnovers. Those sound like 2 TJ McConnell things. I think this guy can create his own shot at the next level. All right. And then his weaknesses? None. I mean, he's great. There's no weaknesses. All right. So Chris McConnell is the first player off the board. 6'5" from Kentucky. He's a small forward, but he has the ability to play point guard too. Next player on the board or off the board from the Detroit Pistons, they are getting Lou Anunoby. Lou Anunoby comes in with 38 badges, y'all. Rookie with 38 badges. This all-star Lance Thomas. Do I need to pay attention more to the ceiling and floor things in these games? Lance Thomas? All-star? Nah, you missed me with that one. Should be a major contributor out of the gate. Incredible leaper. Yeah, that does make sense. Can take players off the dribble a bit. Has a little shake to his game. That sounds like Lou Williams to me. Performs poorly when posted up. Sure, I guess. Doesn't seem like a good of a rebounder as he should be. I mean, he's a 6'6" small forward. He averaged 31 in college. What did TJ average? Oh, CJ. Wait. What? Chris is his name. Oh my God. 37, 11 rebounds, 6'2" and 3. Yeah, this guy's the greatest player of all time. Okay, so 2 players are off the board. Lou Anunoby is the second one gone. Number 3. It's unclear if Sadiq Bey was signed a contract this season. Oh, they were about the wrong things. Number 3 is PJ Williams from Creighton. How many badges did he end up with? Because I do not remember. 21 badges. PJ Williams. Again, this is Robert Williams and PJ Washington. Pretty solid. Both of these guys end up being 85 overalls when you just combine the players. Number 4 player will be going to... hello? The Minnesota Timberwolves. Okay, the Minnesota Timberwolves get Frank Green. Whoo! Frank Green is actually tall. I don't remember making him that tall. But he could be the perfect power forward alongside Karl-Anthony Towns. Draymond Green's defense, and he can shoot the... So we have Anthony Edwards, Karl-Anthony Towns, Frank Green, and D'Angelo Russell. Hey, they looking nice, bruh. They looking nice. Jeez, what did he average last year in college? I don't know if I looked that up. He averaged 21, 13, 3, 2, and 5 blocks. PJ averaged 21, 14, 3, and 3. And yeah. Okay, all right. Minnesota is looking nice. I'm interested in Minnesota's future because I think that they're setting themselves up for a playoff push. They should be a playoff team this season. Unless Chris Finch over there just don't know how to coach. They should be a playoff team this season. Next, there's the white ball. 6'6" point guard going to OKC. Him, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Lou Dort. It's going to be interesting. He averaged 20, 10, 4 steals, 6 rebounds, and a block. Should be interesting there. Yeah, he's going to be nice. He's going to be nice. And he's going to be able to shoot consistently? Sound like a W of a point guard if you ask me. Only 2 players left on the board, and they're the 2 randoms. So 5 of the players, nope, never mind. That's not even true. That's not even true. Joe Smart is the next one off the board. So actually, Frank Green was one of the randoms, Draymond and Frank Green. So, you know, the ones that I put together, a lot of them were drafted earlier. And then we got Joe Smart, who goes to the Hornets. He's 6'6". He can run some small forward with Terry Rozier, LaMelo Ball. And he's going to be able to defend whatever you need him to defend. That's a W of a pickup right there. And they compared him to Marco Bellinelli and Joe Harris. They gave him the player. See, that's beautiful. That's amazing. That's amazing. He averaged 26, 9, 5, 4, 3. These guys are dominating college basketball. Jose Calderon, and okay. Kevin Love, his floor is the bench. But he's already an 85, so I doubt he's going to hit that floor. And then this is the last guy, and this will be Dante Wiggins, the last guy selected in this year's draft as far as we concerned. And I forget where he's going. He's going to the Houston Rockets. Not too bad of a pickup for them. Him, Kevin Porter Jr. They will still have Christian Wood on the team. Compared him to Vince Carter, Leandro Barbosa. Hey, they may have got a steal at that 7th overall pick. His numbers were ridiculous. And that's the draft, y'all. That's the draft. Now we sit back and we simulate a few years of their career. This is not a full career sim for the greatest draft class of all time. But if you guys love this enough, it can be it in the future. That's all I'm saying. You see how I always do that? Just to get y'all to show them the maximum amount of love. I tease it a little bit. So who do we go to? Okay, so I have taken control of every single team. And I want to make sure that everybody's roster is looking good. So this team is nasty. They picked up LaMarcus Aldridge to come off the bench, I guess. I mean, not to come off the bench, but to start. Terry Rozier went to the bench. This team is nice. This should be a playoff team, bro. That should be a playoff team. Next team is the Pacers. They're trying to start him over the All-Star Domantas Sabonis. I'm doing this. I'm doing this for the sake of them. Miles Turner can come off the bench, I guess, for the video, and they can run this lineup, I guess. I can't have an all-star player coming off the bench. Lonzo plays in Detroit now with Evan Fournier, Lou Anunoby, Jeremy Grant, and Isaiah Stewart. Sadiq is coming off the bench. Killian Hayes is still there. Low-key, they made some moves, baby. You love to see it. The Rockets will have John Wall, Wiggs, Norm. They picked up Norman Powell free agency. Jayshawn Tate and Christian Wood. They picked up Hassan Whiteside. Robert Covington is back. Seth Curry is on the team now. Okay, they made some moves as well. The Spurs look low-key decent. Then off the bench, they have Devin Vassell and Keldon Johnson. Part of me wants to start, like, Keldon. I'm going to start Keldon at the 4 for them. I know they can do it. They picked up Paul Millsap in free agency as well. OKC has the other Ball brother there, and he's starting. They got a lot of centers on this roster. And then, yeah, this is the sleeper, bro. This is the sleeper team, if you ask me. This team has a lot of potential, bro. This team has a lot of potential to be great. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Is that everybody? I feel like that is everybody, but I could be missing somebody. I'm going to simulate the first week of the season. The good thing about them all being... Oh, you know what I have to do? I have to relinquish control of every team. Because if you want to trade Dante Wiggins, who am I to tell you that you can't? So I'll be back. So remember that the purpose of this video is to, of course, simulate a few years in their career, but also see if we can create an all-star caliber player. So keep that in mind. I'm going to simulate the first week of the season. And the good thing about their rookie year is that where they're rookies, so I can just go to Rookie Report and see everybody's statistics at one time. Oh my God. Oh my God. The Ball brother came into the league and he's dominating. I know it's just a week into it, but sheesh. Green is going to be interesting. I don't expect him to score a lot of points. He seems like an on-court winner. You know what I'm saying? All right, so the first week is done in the NBA. Let's go to a Rookie Report. Chris Mcconnell is averaging 21, 8, and 4, and 2. So, talk about all-stars. Yes, that's all-star caliber numbers. Man. Okay, so the weakest link of them all has been Dante Wiggs. he hasn't been able to score efficiently. Got me thinking about the offensive consistency rating from these guys, man. 85. He should be scoring a lot better than that. He should be scoring a lot better than that. But that's just the first week. All of these guys, I mean, we're looking at potential 3 All-Stars right here in Lou Anunoby, Dwight Ball, and Chris Mcconnell. So what we will do is simulate until the All-Star break, and we'll see who makes it and who doesn't. So we're at the break. I passed the All-Star selection day because I wanted it to be a surprise. So first of all, transaction report. Just curious, what if one of our guys got traded? I highly doubt it. They're all so valuable. Some players that we modeled our game after got traded. Lou Williams got traded. Jeremiah Green got traded. But that's it. Joe Harris even got traded. Sheesh. Okay. All right. There are a lot of combinations that you can put together when it comes to these average players. Here we go. Let's take a look at the rookie report. And it is, okay, Chris McConnell's come down to earth a little bit, but he still averaged 23, 9, and 6 at the All-Star break, almost shooting 50, 40, 90, which is insane. The Ball brothers averaging 21, 7, and 7. Sheesh. Lou Williams and OG Anunoby 25 and 5 with a steal and a half and a block and a half. Frank Green may not be putting up crazy numbers, but the Timberwolves are the 4th seed right now. Then we have OKC, who is the worst team in the league still. Okay. Then we have the Spurs, who are the 11th seed. I mean, you have to remember that every one of these teams, every one of these players were drafted in the lottery. So I didn't expect any of them to be out here like really, really going to the playoffs. But I did tell you that this team was a sleeper, and here they are as the 4th seed. But did any one of them make the All-Star game? Chris Mcconnell is the first one to officially make an All-Star game. He's on Team KD too, man. All right, so we did it. That was my first option, was Chris McConnell. So technically, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? So to see him be out here, be successful is a W. Moment of truth. I'm guessing it will be Chris McConnell, and it is. So shout out to him. He did the things. They ended up changing their rotation and putting Domantas Sabonis on the bench. You saw me change it live for y'all. They changed it back. And that's probably why they didn't make the playoffs. So let's see. All-Star. Oh, All-NBA 2nd team too. Shit. He came into the league and became a top 10 player instantly. Absolutely instantly. Defensive team. Will we have anybody? No. Rookie teams. It better be all of our guys. And it is. 5 out of our 7 guys make the 1st team. And then 2nd team, the top 2 are our guys as well. So we did a really good job. And it mostly because they all got minutes at the end of the day. They all got minutes compared to some of the other guys in the draft class that probably didn't get minutes. But here are the final statistics for every single guy for the first season. Wiggs, bro, we expected more from you. He did get his percentage up a little bit to 44, 45%. He should be taking more shots than that. Nobody on that team should be taking shots from you other than like Christian Wood. But you know 2K. 2K don't even got Christian Wood's shot tendency high enough to average 20. You know what I'm saying? So the Minnesota Timberwolves are the only one of our teams to make the playoffs. So let's see how they can do. They got swept, but you know what? It's about getting there, and they ain't got there in a minute since the Jimmy Butler era. And in the playoffs, our boy Frank Green helped out a lot. The Minnesota Timberwolves get a ring. Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson, they didn't even make any major changes. Enes Kanter's on the team. Thomas Bryant is on the team. But other than that, they didn't make any major change. Joe Ingles on. Okay, that makes sense. Joe Ingles on the team. Cool. That's how you get your championship. Sign Joe Ingles. Here we go. Year number 2. We don't really care about offseason because it has nothing to do with us. You know what? Player progression. Let's see how much our players progress. Jumps up 2 for Frank Green. He becomes an A+ 3-point shooter. His perimeter defense goes to a B+. And his rebounding goes up to a C+. So big moves from him. The Ball brother jumps up 4. It's always interesting because I wonder why did this guy only jump up 2 when the Ball brother jumped up 4 when I gave them the same potential and the same intangible, same all of that stuff. Then, jumped up 3. He's almost in the 90 overall club. And as you can see, his badges went up. And that's one of the things we wanted to see. He's a defensive stopper to the max. And that's good to see. Then we get the Rockets. Wiggs jumps up about 2. His badges have gone crazy. Then we get the Ball brother. Not this Ball brother, but this Ball brother. He's got 39 badges now, y'all. 39. And it's looking good. Then we get PJ Williams, who is now the same overall as Domantas Sabonis, who they had coming off the bench. And then lastly, who is this guy? Oh, yeah, Joe Smart. How did Joe Smart shoot? That's one thing I forgot to look at. What was his shooting splits for his rookie season? So we got 46-43. Bad free throw shooter for some reason. Not bad. Below what we expected. Free throw shooter. Cool. Well, his playmaking got better. And then that's pretty much it. Those are all our guys. Season number 2, I tried to stop at the All-Star break, or that was my plan, but I didn't. I'm sorry. We'll go back to see who made the All-Star games. Luka, doesn't matter. Sabonis is going to win a bunch of 6 men if he's going to be playing behind the Williams guy. Chris Finch, yeah, the Minnesota Timberwolves are here, y'all. The Minnesota Timberwolves are here. Nobody All-NBA first team. Chris Mcconnell, All-NBA second team. His statistics get a little bit better. Not that much better, but he makes All-NBA second team again. The white ball, 23, 6.5, and 9.5. Does that mean that this man is an all-star this season? Gotta mean it. He's All-NBA third team. He had to be an all-star. Joe Smart, all defensive first team. Beautifully done. So Robert Williams made the defensive team, but not the Robert Williams duplicate player that we made. All right, got you. All right, let's see this. Oh my God, some of our guys. Oh my God, we have 4 out of our 7 players in the playoffs right now. Okay, so let's see who did what. So when it comes to the number 1 seed, Minnesota Timberwolves, we do have Frank Green down the averaging 16, 7, and 6. 7 and 7. I looked at defensive rebound. 7 and 7.5, and a steal in the block. Did he make an all-star game? Probably not with those statistics, but maybe impact. Nope. But they are the 1 seed, so I bet he don't care about no all-star appearance. Then we have Joe Smart, who averaged 19, 2, and 4.5 shooting splits, because I know y'all care about that because we do got a Joe Harris knockoff. 44, 46%, and then a 74% three-point free throw shooter. He did not make an all-star game, as you probably expected, but they are the 2 seed. They made some changes. Buddy Hield, Chris Middleton, Jonas Valanciunas. They made a lot of changes to this roster in one singular season. The Pacers make the playoffs as well. There's PJ. He averaged 17.7, 8.6, 2.5 assists. And yeah, coming off or starting over Sabonis, I guess. You know, looking nice. Then we have the 14 seed Lou Anunoby squad. He averages 22, 5, and 5. Good shooting splits. But yeah, they're really far behind on this one. The Rockets also far behind, but he had a little jump. Anunoby did not make the All-Star game, by the way. Dante Wiggins made a little jump when it comes to his scoring from 13 points to 17.5 points, and his efficiency even got better on top of that. Then we have the All-NBA second-team player, Chris Mcconnell, who, again, doesn't make the playoffs, but good enough to make an All-NBA team, I guess, and he is a 2-time All-Star now. And then Dwight Ball made the All-NBA third team, but didn't make the All-Star game. So he must have kicked it up on that second half of the season. And this team is a 4 seed because they have Wendell Carter now. They have Aaron Gordon now. They have Lou Thorpe, who was the 5th overall pick this season. They have Poca still there. Rashawn Holmes. Ooh, Bobby Portis. Lou Dort is still there. Of course, you can't get rid of the Dort, man. And yeah, they're looking real solid. They're looking real solid. Can one of my teams win the championship? Let's see who gets out of the first round, who doesn't. All of us do. All of us do. The Pacers went to 6. How much did our guy provide? Production. PJ Williams in the playoffs so far, averaging 14-7. You know what? Did they get out of the round? That's all that really matters. Then we have, this is not Joe Smart's team. This is the Ball Brothers team, but he had a bad game and they still ended up winning. But yeah, this team is really good. I don't know who this guy is. He was the 1st overall pick last season. Oh, they got something rocking, bro. They got this 2-point guard monster in Dustin O'Neal and LaMelo Ball. Then they got this 2 shooting guards with Buddy Hield and Joe Smart. Then they also have Chris Middleton, PJ Washington. Yeah, that seems nice. That seems nice. And Jonas Valanciunas too. Yeah, that team can win a championship, I think. Now, the 8th seed almost did it because Luka Doncic is incredible. They even got a guy who's a 10th overall pick this season who came into the league as an 80 overall and is dominating 33 or 31 points in a game 7. But it didn't matter because we had our guy Frank Green come in and put up a crazy good stat line: 19, 7, and 6 with 70% from the field, 5 threes made. They were made to make that playoff push, you know what I'm saying? Then we have the other Ball brother, Dwight, playing pretty solidly. And yeah, those are all 4. But we have 2 of our boys going against each other in the same round. Who's going to come out? The 4th seed is the only one in advance. We lost to the 8th seed over here. This 8th seed must be incredible. Who's on this tape? Jason Tatum, Kemba Walker, Mo Wagner, some dude named Bradford Hodges. He's the center that they need in Boston right now. He's doing it all. They beat us. They get to the conference finals. But it is all about the white ball and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's team in the conference finals versus, I'm guessing, LeBron's Lakers. I can't imagine LeBron being on any other team right now. And they made it to the finals, beating LeBron, Josh Bridges, Anthony Davis, Graham, I guess, Montrezl and Dwight are there. Serge Ibaka's there. Tyler Horton-Tucker is still there. There's Joe Ingles. I almost made another push, but none of it matters because we have the white ball, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Lou Dort, Aaron Gordon, and Wendell Carter versus Zach LaVine, Kobe White, Pat Wood. These are my real Bulls making it to the finals in just like 2 years. Stop sleeping on Chicago. Right now, the Bulls are not very good. But stop sleeping on Chicago, man. Game 1. Nick Vucevic. Whoo, Shai with a 50. Come on. Oh, no. I mean, they made it to the finals. They made it to the finals and are about to complete the biggest comeback of all time. Shai, what up? What? Y'all talk about 3-1s with LeBron and Steph Curry. Talk about 3-0s with the white ball and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh my God. Just like Chicago to blow a crazy lead, huh? I think that is the perfect place to end today's video. If you guys want more of this to see how each of their careers pan out, be sure to leave a like, be sure to subscribe, and we will be back again very soon. I appreciate you. Peace.